Now, I'm here to give you guys structural updates relating to Asilo Politico here in Italy. Many of you have been asking for me to make this video, but today I have not decided to now give you guys the structural update. What you have to know about Asilo Politico, refugee status, this is what you have to now know. You're not talking about 2 years document, you're talking about Asilo Politico itself, 5 years document, the right you have with it, what you have to know about these documents. So you have to now listen attentively. Either you have it already or you are yet to have it. So you have to now know what these documents stand for, who have the right to get these documents, and then the right you have with this kind of permit. This is what Prince TV have come here to now deliberate with you guys. But first, before I'll go for this update, you get one thing where be like say I want sound out here to everyone to now listen. As when they see me like this, I dey make all these videos first when I start and because na wetin I like. Secondly, to help or give support to my fellow Nigerians and other nationalities like Gambia, other African countries, just to give updates, little things when they happen for Italy. That is why I created this platform. But I will discover some people will be like say maybe some things when they talk concern them, they will just there for the comment section try to kind of keeping some comments will be like say make sense for ear. This comment particularly for person will be like say come from my own town, Agboga, and I drop this comment. I don't want to bring the comment come out for here, and then I don't want to bring the guy picture come out for here. But I have to clear it to make it sound to everyone out there that if I dey make videos like this, try to give una information wetin dey happen, make una no feel say me myself no fit still relax, dey live my life just like every other person, doing your things as una take dey work, get una own private life, get una own job. Na so me myself take dey, no fit say na social media na take dey do my things. I have my own personal job which I do as well. If I wish to close this platform today, stop blogging videos, stop giving out information, I go start to live just like every other person. I can do that. But I dey come here, they give una updates, let una dey know how things still dey go, petty things. If not because of this blogging where we dey do, most people for not know anything when concern special protection, whether they apply or they know they apply. Many things when they happen for this country, many people know they know. But if somebody come out now, come they tell una say see how things still dey play, most people will be like say I don't know what I will call them, they will just dey there, they run piccolioni, they no go a kind of contribute. If person do video you see say you not like them, nobody get your phone for you, you feel scroll past check. It's not by force for you to watch a video. So that is just it. Let's know the meaning of refugee because many people don't know. Listen, he said the term refugee shall apply to any person who owns to well or founded fear of being persecuted for reason of race, religion, nationality, membership of a political social group or political opinion. He said is outside the country of his nationality and is unable or owing to such fear is unwilling to avail himself of the protection of that country, the 1951 convention relating to the status of refugee. So that is it. Refugee status is for people who are facing persecution, well-founded fear, if you cannot stay in that your country. Now listen attentively here. He said, what is this permesso for? He said, the permesso di soggiorno per asilo politico is for people who are recognized as refugee in Italy. So that is it. In order to be recognized a refugee, you must have a well-founded fear of persecution. This means you fear threats to your life, torture, or wrongful deprivation of personal freedom in your country of origin based on this ground. Now listen to the ground which they grant at Asilo Politico. He said race, religion, nationality, political opinion, membership in a particular social group. So what they listed here are the the qualification for you to get what they call refugee status, Asilo Politico. Now let's go a little bit forward. He said how long is it valid for? As we all know that Asilo Politico document is valid for 5 years and then can be renewed. Now listen to this part which they don't respect. He said, how long will it take to get it? He said, Italian government guidelines suggest it should take no longer than 1 year between the time you go for your commission interview and the time you receive international protection, the relevant permesso. Now, according to Italian law, normally it shouldn't take more than 1 year for one to be granted this kind of permit when you seek for asylum. But in reality, to be said, they exceed 1 year, exceed even 2 years because of negative upon negative. So that is what you have to know. He said, unfortunately, most of the time you may need to wait up to or even 2 years to receive international protection and your permesso per asilo politico. How can I renew this kind of permesso? He said, to renew this kind of permesso, you need to get the questura of the city where you are registered as a resident and apply for renewal. When you go, you will need to bring your permesso di soggiorno and any other ID document you have. The questura may ask for more documents. You guys already know how to renew Asilo Politico. If you have had refugee status resident permit for 5 years, you can also apply for Italian citizenship or a permesso EU per soggiornati di lungo periodo, which is carta soggiorno. Everybody know after 5 years of holding Asilo Politico, you can apply for carta soggiorno. He said, it's very important to keep in mind that returning to your country of origin or trying to contact the embassy of your country of origin in Italy is forbidden when you hold this kind of permesso. He said, when you go to renew your permesso, the questura will ask you to submit your documento di viaggio if you have one. If they see a stamp on your documento di viaggio from your country of origin, they will not renew your permesso and your international protection may be revoked. So that is what you have to know. With Asilo Politico, you cannot go back to your country of origin. You already declare, say, the country they under threatening for you. So that is what you have to now know. Now let me conclude this video by giving you guys the rights which you have as Asilo Politico. He said, what right do I have as a holder of this permesso? With this permesso, you have the same right as an Italian citizen, apart from political ones like voting, being elected to public office. So with this kind of permesso, you have many rights. The only right you don't have if you have Asilo Politico is that you cannot be elected to public office. You cannot vote, anything that concerns their politics. So that is it. He said, the first right you have is stay in a second level reception center, which is PRA. He said, work in Italy but not in any other European country. So if you have Asilo Politico, not until you apply for carta soggiorno, you cannot work in any other European country. That is what they stated here. He said, access the Italian healthcare system, SSN. Access the Italian public system. You can study with this kind of permit. Another thing again is ask to bring your family to Italy through family reunification. So if you want to bring anybody to Italy through family reunification, you can with Asilo Politico. He said, apply for Italian citizenship after 5 years of holding this permesso. Then another one again, he said, obtain a travel document for refugee called a documento di viaggio. This document acts as a substitute for your national passport. So that is the right which you have as an Asilo Politico holder. So I end this video here. If you enjoy anything, let me know on the comment section. So these are the guidelines, these are the structural updates which you have to know as a holder of Asilo Politico. So if you get Asilo Politico, you must put all these things into consideration. If not, document you'll be like, see, they get problem with them. So that is just it. If you like this update, do what to give a thumbs up and then follow this page. As I tell you before, our stand show still there on the way. So when I still they take this little one that they give una, they digest, know how things they play. I greet all the fans of Prince TV out there. Respect.